Hi everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and I'm here to talk about everything that's going on astrologically. We just had Pluto station direct yesterday, yesterday the 3rd at 20 degrees of Capricorn, and now we've got Saturn direct and we have Pluto direct, and they're meeting up on January 12th at 22 degrees of Capricorn, so close to where Pluto is now. And it is now time to get serious and focus on what you need to restructure in your life. For a lot of people, this week is very big because the Pluto station, you feel 5 days before and 5 days after. And this really is a planet of eliminating what's no longer working. It's about dealing with power and empowerment, but also where you're feeling disempowered and what you need to do to figure out how to harness that energy and what you need to purge and release. And, we've got Mercury, which is communication, thoughts, ideas, how we learn things, also entered Scorpio yesterday, and that is ruled by Pluto. And Mercury is going to be in Scorpio for a couple of months. It's really going to be in Scorpio until December 9th. It's going to enter its shadow on October 11th. And that means that's going to be the degree where it stations direct on November 20th. So you really want to get things lined up now. We've got Pluto direct, we've got Saturn direct, and we're dealing with this narrative of what you need to restructure, what goals you really want to target. And if you're working hard with things, I've had people say, well, I've really been working on my inner issues, or I've really been planning my career goals, or whatever it might be for you. Well, then this is really good energy for getting things going. We still have Jupiter in its home sign until December 3rd. We've got Saturn in its home sign, well, on and off until December 17th of next year. And we've got Venus in Libra a few more days, but Neptune in Pisces as well for another 6 years. So this is energy where, if you are on path with what you're meant to be doing, this can be very effective. But it's going to be a lot of harsh realities coming up of what's not working, and that will become very blatant with all of this energy. And with Mercury in Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio. I also have Mercury in Scorpio. It's pretty intense. I can remember once being on a vacation and I didn't feel well the next day, and I watched like a marathon of Law and Order SVU. And so for some that might be a little dark, but I think Scorpios can deal with darkness and can deal with dark subjects. And you don't necessarily want to be watching a marathon of SVU, but you do want to get to the core of things, and you want to deal with darker issues in life and what is, what needs to be up leveled. And this is underscoring the whole Pluto narrative, which is really what do you need to transmute and what do you need to upgrade. And if things are in line with what you're meant to be doing, then this can help you upgrade. And again, it can be very effective. But we're really getting close to the beginning of the year when Saturn and Pluto meet up, and they have not met up in Capricorn for 500 years. So this doesn't happen very frequently. And having the South Node still very close to Saturn is also very intense. It's very like, what do I need to let go of? What, very karmic situations, old behavioral patterns that might surface for people. But again, you can work with this. You're not, a victim of this. If anything, it's time to now become in charge, become your own authority. And there might be things that a lot of people are releasing now. There could be power issues. There could be manipulation. Mercury is going to technically retrograde on Halloween, and then it stations direct on November 20th. And we also have Mars changing signs this week. It's going to enter Libra on Saturday, and it will be there until November 19th. And Mars is in its detriment in Libra. It's not the strongest placement, although it's, diplomatic and, as Libra can be, but it's not the strongest placement. But over the weekend, we're going to have the moon in Capricorn. Mars will have just gone to 0 degrees of Libra, which is at the world axis, and the moon is going to cross Saturn and Pluto sequentially over the weekend. So it's going to be pretty intense, but again, reinforcing what you need to take care of, what do you need to let go of, and getting busy. It's really not a time waste time. Time, your actions are your currency now. Saturn rules time, and it's not to be wasted, I feel. And with Mercury and Scorpio, again, it's going to be there a few months. It's really good for getting to the bottom of things and really discovering, for healing work, for intuition. Scorpio is a very emotional and sensitive sign. It gets a bad rap because people think of the part of Scorpio, which I've never done in my life, lash out at somebody. I've never done that, no, but maybe once or twice. But that's the lower value side of Scorpio. The good side of it is that it's a very intuitive sign. It's a very powerful sign and can be very healing. So you want to use Mercury and Scorpio to do healing work, to trust your intuition, but also to figure out what this Saturn-Pluto narrative is going to be for you. And it's going to be a heavy weekend, but a weekend where you can get a lot accomplished. So I think that it's time, game is on, and it's time to get ready and get busy. And I wish you a lot of luck. And thanks very much. Take care.